It's Wednesday. And when it's Wednesday, the Flex Zone. We're back, people. Welcome to the Flex Zone, the place where you can get your sports how you want it, when you need it. I'm your host, Mikkel Ramos, and in the house, the usual suspects all in attendance. Oh, man. Another Wednesday, guys. D, Cravante, Roger, Byron, Dre, excuse me. What's up?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Ooh.
Anywho, we want you to not forget to like us on our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us and comment on Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram at The Flex Zone 1. If you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, send us an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, too. Tonight's show, constructed a little differently than we normally do. Because guess what? First time in a long time, MLB would get some shots on here. Batter up, right, D?
Home run.
Anywho, MLB will be the first topic at hand. And not to mention, we'll go into some NBA news. And the NBA news of the day should be that very, very obvious as to what today means.
Warriors.
Kobe.
Golden State.
Maybe.
Steph Curry.
Maybe, maybe not. And one other guy that is going to be a notable mention, but please don't scream out that name because we're just going to talk about him later. First up, at bat. Wait, not yet. We have to get those social medias going around. If these people want to reach y'all, please, as fast as you possibly can, tell them how they can reach you if they want to get to know you. I don't know if that means get to know you past the show, but I mean get to know you.
What's the order, Cravante? You said you want to go with
We're not
even worried about it tonight. We're not even worried about it tonight.
Okay. At BKD_TV. Next.
Crevonte Hurd, CREVONTEHURDE. That's Facebook and Twitter.
on Snapchat and Twitter, Be More and Show Off. On IG, Black American Dream. Facebook, andre-melton.
You can find me at Mikkel Ramos. That's MYKELL Ramos on Facebook, and Mikkel Sade on Instagram and Snapchat.
You can find me on Facebook at Roger Lee Herring, and you can find me on Instagram at Herringmore.
Okay, on Facebook, you can find me Demarus, DEMARUS, Analyst D. And on Twitter, The Flex Zone 1.
And never to be forgotten, the beast that is Ty. I'm unleashing him. Hello, our guest for the night. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Flex Zone?
You don't sound like a beast.
I don't sound like a beast.
That didn't sound scary at all.
No, that's not what we want. We did not want you to sound like a beast at all.
Want me to sound like
I tried to give him an intimidating title. I tried to give him people to get ready for him. Cravante, you got some news on this whole Amazon link here. Tell people how they can get a part of that.
Oh, absolutely. At the top of 1340 AM's Fox Sports website, there's an Amazon link. You get various amount of items. All my Amazon users, there's a lot of us out there. Various items, various discounts. Check it out.
And I'm going to swing right at the bat. The Orioles, people. Undefeated team. Only last undefeated team standing in the majors. Last time that happened, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was in office.
Wow.
They opened the season 6-0 for the first time since going 9-0 as the St. Louis Browns in 1944. We all weren't born then. When they went to lose in the World Series to the St. Louis Cardinals. At this point in time, that record has changed. They are now, as of last night, in a second game of a 3-game series against the Boston Red Sox, are 7-0. Not to find the final score of that game. The Orioles, people, too good to be true.
It's looking good so far, I'll tell you that. Starting pitching still has an issue of getting through games, though. But the bullpen's able to take the slack up, and the Orioles' offense has shown up in Fenway Park. First 2 games scored 18 runs. Both of them come behind efforts. And Mark Trombone came from Seattle, traveled around in baseball. He is hitting the ball well right now with an average of .464 with 5 runs, 2 home runs, and 8-9 RBIs. He's looking good so far.
You know, it's easy. We've seen these type of things before. 6-0, 7-0, 10-0, 22-0. If
We
you're
talking
some
baseball?
people- if you're some people, I mean, it depends on the sport.
We've all seen
transcending sports. We've
0-21 here
we've
in
seen
Baltimore,
something.
too. Oh, boy.
We've seen something in O's, haven't we? We've seen something in O's. It's easy not to get your panties up in a bunch about what's going on, how you doing. It's easy to get all sucked up in the head about what's happening. However, Buck Showalter said he doesn't want his guys to do that.
He likes his guys.
He's saying that his guys are staying grounded, not letting the start get to their heads. He ultimately goes on to say, and I quote, "Our guys are reality-based and understand that it doesn't mean much of anything. They are more interested in winning at the end of a season."
I mean, as they should be. I mean, this is just the start. I mean, it's good to start off strong, but, I mean, remember baseball is the longest sport out there with 162 games, so they have a far, far way to go. But this is a great start because I don't think anybody really saw this start for the Orioles coming. And, I mean, hopefully it continues, but we'll see. You know, this is, like I said, it's a great beginning, at least in Baltimore. And it's something that we haven't had in this town in quite some time. We haven't had this type of excitement since the Orioles actually made the playoffs. And then, you know, last year with them falling a little bit short of the goal of making the playoffs, it seems like the tide is turning around and they actually have a legit shot, this team thus far, at not only making it to the playoffs, but advancing to a World Series championship.
Hey, listen, 1944 is a long time, brother.
A little too far-fetched. I mean,
sometimes how you start out is how you hold out.
yeah.
Hey, Kansas City started off well last year, and they won the World Series.
I mean, I do like the fact that Joey Rickard is, you know, a rookie and is actually batting .370 right now. He has, everything he's hitting is damn near almost out the park. But Machado's still a beast. Trumbo, of course, is doing his thing.
And
Adam Jones is hurt.
He is not playing. He's still nursing a sore rib.
I mean, he was playing defense tonight, but he wasn't hitting. So, I mean, the Orioles 7-0.
Which I thought he would hit because didn't Clay Buchholz start?
With a rib cage injury, it's hard.
They're saving him for the warm
Yeah,
weather. It's kind of cold up in
especially when it's
Boston.
cold. It's
They'll be
hard
in.
for
They'll be in Texas.
I mean,
on
that
Thursday.
guy went 3 for 3 against him last year. So
Don't
I
worry,
figured
they see Boston a couple more times.
A lot more times. These teams play each other 19 times now, but just to the point, 7-0. You always want to get off to a good start, no matter what sport. It's very important. Only undefeated team in baseball. You can't let that go unnoticed. Let's not forget the AL is very parity-driven. A lot of good teams. And let's not forget, every media outlet picked this team to finish last. And I think Buck, this team knows that. It's a very loose locker room, like to have fun, a lot of chemistry. Like Roger said, Joey Rickard, Manny Machado right now, if MVP ballots were cast, which they're not, he'd be the AL MVP. Mark Trumbo getting back to his form when he was with the Angels. His team looks good. I think have the best bullpen in the AL. You got Britton. You got Michael Givens. You got O'Day. Got a good team. Starters, like D said, is going to be the key. But Ubaldo Menez last week, 7 innings, no walks, 9 strikeouts. If he can be, that pitcher, getting Gosman back in about a week or so, Brian Mattis on the deal as well, only going to get better. And we'll see what this team could be. Dylan Bundy showing some flashes. This team's got a lot of potential. I think this division still going to be very close. Like I said, the AL is very parity-driven, but Orioles have a shot. And 3 things stand out to me. They're patient at the plate. They're not only using the home run ball to score, using small ball, stealing bases, advancing runners. And I think that bend but don't break mentality are now walking a lot of batters, going 5 innings, 6 innings. Gallardo, you saw yesterday. And the ability of this team is never say die attitude. 27 outs, and they use each one.
And I know this is Cravante's thing, but I got to say it. The last time the Orioles was 5-0, in 1970, they won the World Series.
They flexed on factoid.
Well, 6-0 first time.
7-0 now.
Well, 7-0.
7-0 now.
Hopefully 8-0.
Well, at that point, they were 6-0, and dang,
Hey, man,
Franklin Delano Roosevelt was president. That was a long time ago.
Wow.
But anyway, let's talk about we all talk about. I hear you guys always talking about, when we talk about Orioles, we talk about pitching. They're relievers. You mentioned Mike Wright. Guy had a good enough game. Last time I checked, he's still considered a rookie. Things weren't going his way. How much more do we need him to continue to produce and other guys to continue to produce too? Because at the end of the day, pitching.
Yeah, mainly the starting pitching for the Orioles because your bullpen can't come out there every night with 4 to 5 guys coming out the bullpen. Chris Tillman, is off to a good start also. He's the ace of the team on the pitching staff. 10 strikeouts, 1.29 ERA along with Ubaldo. If the starters can just get into the 7th inning, the Orioles will be fine. And then the nickname, Bob, Brack, O'Day, and Britton comes in, and it'll be a wrap.
As we sit right now, the AL East is, of course, the Baltimore Orioles 7-0. The Yankees. Then there's Boston. Then there's Toronto. Then there's Tampa Bay. However, we're going to talk about the team that's number 2, the Yankees. and Dre, that's an interesting subject for you.
Oh,
but
it's really not.
We start off first with, are the Yankees falling off?
I thought that they would somewhat fall
Now
off.
you're a
I will.
connoisseur. Here you are.
No, I'll admit, because we're an older team and we didn't really make any.
Can you talk in
I've been a Yankees fan since the 8th grade, so I speak a lot of we when I talk about Yankee
French?
Nation.
We?
We. You know, look, I'm with the ship till I die. You know?
Okay, get back on the ship.
But,
Are they falling off of it? Is it the Titanic?
But no, I mean, right now being in second place, just winning the game that we just won, we'll see where the season goes, and we'll ride the ship. I was a little skeptical entering the season, you know, talking about like Alex Rodriguez retiring, CC Bathia. They were a little skeptical about his role in the rotation. But I'm happy for a 4-2 start. I'll take that.
Hey, a guy that the Yankees picked up that was with the Cubs, Sterling Castro, has really gave energy to the Yankees lineup so far.
We needed something. We needed a spark because last year we had, a couple injuries. Teixeira wasn't there, and then that kind of hurt a rotation moving forward.
And that bullpen, we had Andre Miller here in Baltimore years ago, and y'all picked him up, and he is
Pitching
a
with a
powerful
broken hand.
left.
Pitching
Yes,
with a broken
hand.
2-part question. One for Byron, one for Cravante. Byron, your question. Do the O's have a chance to win it all? And if the Yankees aren't following Cravante, can they come back to supremacy in the AL East? Will they be number 1? Byron, you're first.
Yes, Cravante.
Why? It's not that's not as simple as.
Anytime you had the potential to hit, let's compare it to basketball like you did. The Warriors hit 1,000 threes as a team. The equivalent of that is home runs in baseball. The Orioles have a chance to hit 225, 250 home runs, which is a great number. If they can hit that number, I think they hit like 225 last year. If they can equal that or even surpass that, forget the pitching. I mean, the pitching, it's a key. But I think they hit those kind of numbers, they'll be putting up 5 to 6 runs a game. They just need mediocre pitching, to be honest with you. Let's not forget the Royals' pitching wasn't the best last year. They just got it to the bullpen, timely hitting, and the Orioles had the best offense in the league, in my opinion.
Cravante, you don't sound as happy by his answer as you. I don't know. Normally, you guys connect. Is it you almost falling out the chair there? Why?
No, I know I follow Byron when it comes to the baseball thing. Cause I'm definitely not this is not my expertise, but I definitely think the Yankees, right?
The Yankees.
Okay,
That's still their name.
that is still
Respectful.
their name. Listen, the Yankees.
Excuse me, you're so good at giving somebody props and then taking away so quick. Go.
And that's why I like
the Yankees. They just got the Stankies.
And that's why I like him on this flex zone team. But the Yankees. Well, one thing they can always fall back on is history. They only need a spark, just like D and Byron alluded to. They only need a spark to get back to where they once were. I mean, trust me, Derek Jeter has some really, really big shoes and a big uniform to fill.
I know what that spark is.
Oh,
They need a Steinbrenner statue, right there.
Mr. George.
Trust me,
Yes, George.
trust me. I
Yeah.
wish if we could bring George back. Lord have mercy. I wish we could.
Sorry, Cravante.
no, he's fine where he's at. And that's all I have to say.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Absolutely.
Anywho, in keeping true with this guy we're going to talk about next was once a spark to the Yankees. This guy that we're going to discuss is now retiring. Alex Rodriguez announcing before the season, 40-year-old Alex Rodriguez at this point in time, announcing his retirement after 21 seasons. World Series champion in 2009, 3-time AL MVP in 03, 05, 07, 14-time All-Star. The list continues to go on and on.
I thought he retired already.
No, not with the money he was getting paid. I wouldn't retire either.
Before you go off, and I'm going to lose the way I want to focus these questions here. Let's talk about the player first. Alex Rodriguez and what he's meant to baseball in general. Is that something that will never be seen again? And what has he truly meant to the sport?
As far as what?
Because, I mean, we have people who you can actually look to currently who will probably be better than Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez is somebody who, in sports, who, to me, had the potential to be great without substance.
That's
Dwight
what I was
Howard?
trying to get you not to say.
Dwight Howard?
That's what I was trying to get you not to say.
Hey, he was the Yankees' best player last year. So whether he's doing whatever he's doing,
Okay,
you
that's
take
what
him
I
on
was
your
trying to get
team.
him not to say because I was going to go into, well, is his only claim to the fame that he gets the performance-enhancing drugs that have plagued, obviously has plagued his career enough as everybody's saying.
But when he first came into the league in his defense with Seattle, he was a very great player. Outstanding since the age of 19. Been doing it for years. Shortstop, now moving to third base. Even when he went to Texas, I think, according to allegations, we don't know, that's when the performance-enhancing stuff started. But he still was an MVP there. And, I mean, in my opinion, whether you use performance-enhancing drugs or not, you still have to go out and perform. At the end of the day, that's what it comes
It's
down to.
performance-enhancing drugs. You still have to use them to perform. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. You
That's
still got to
valid.
All I
perform.
know
I mean,
is-
think about all the people who take them and still suck.
I mean that
I get it.
Hey, when Jose Canseco, was it Canseco?
Jose
Canseco.
Canseco says he sticks you.
I'll
He literally sticks you. And
Well, he might
I'll
not be
snitch
talking
on
about a
him.
needle. Let's just
I'll
say that.
snitch on
I
him.
mean, the thing with Alex Rodriguez is he really had talent, and he was somebody to me that didn't need to use steroids. And the fact that he got caught twice doing it,
The pressure got to him. What can you do? At that
I mean,
stage, that point in
though the
time.
pressure got to him, it's sad because this is a guy who in baseball they were saying how much they didn't like Barry Bonds and how he was supposed to be passing Barry Bonds' record and the home run record was going to get broken by Alex Rodriguez, and he just somebody to me that never lived up to the hype.
So at this point, you're saying the legacy, question mark, A-Rod, question mark, tarnished.
I can guarantee you
It's
this:
gone.
he
It's
will
done.
not. He will not be a Hall of Famer.
But let's go back though. When he came back last year, and I think he hit, I forget the exact number, the home run number he hit. That was momentous for him.
He passed.
He
was it
passed
Babe Ruth.
exactly.
yeah,
He came. There's a point that I found very. People forget about the humanistic side of sports, and there was a point in time. And Ty, I see you. I haven't forgot about you. Maybe we can go into this. With
remember
you.
he didn't pass Babe Ruth.
Or, well.
He said 688. That's
Well, I'm about to say there was a number here. There's some point in time that he came back onto the field, and there was no cameras, anything. But actually, cameras call him. ESPN actually called him on the field crying because I feel at some point he thought the game that he loved was going to be taken away from him. He didn't play for all that time. He comes back and he does that. If the game's meant so much to him, people will never respect A-Rod. The game will never need A-Rod, his name. He still is him.
I think there's a lot of pressure to be great. I think when you love something like he loves it, but at the same time he hurt it because he loved it so much with that decision. There's no saying what was going on in his head. Like, is it the fanfare that he loves? Is it the money that he loves? You don't know.
We'll find that out
exactly.
on Outside Lines years later.
But-
It was good.
Or maybe on a 30 for 30 special. But our fault here. He is number 4. He is actually behind Babe Ruth at 688 currently.
Gotcha.
But no, I mean it's so hard when you think about Alex Rodriguez because for the whole steroid era and the fact that he now may be one of the faces of the steroid era, and they're already hard on people such as Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa,
Roger Clemens.
Roger
You
Clemens,
say
Mark
Mark
McGwire,
McGwire.
who will
When last time people
they'll
say
never
his name?
admit-
When last time folks said his name?
Actually, he's a coach with the Cardinals,
who
Oh,
won't
look at that.
I mean,
and Barry
but-
Bonds is a hitting coach too.
But
With
I'm
the
thinking,
Marlins.
I'm thinking about Hall
People
of
that will
Fame,
never admit.
and I mean, it's certain sports like the NFL. Cavante likes to bring up wide receivers. You can have all the stats in the world,
and
But
you will get overlooked.
I mean, in baseball, that's a sport where they really cherish the game.
He's a two-time loser.
So we will never know if all these statistics. Okay.
That's all we will know.
2009 World Series champion, 3-time AL MVP, 03, 05, 07, and 14-time All-Star. And I said just to name a few. We will not know if these will ever be accolades without that drug.
Listen.
Could he have done it without these?
Listen, baseball is a very, very unforgiving sport. Very unforgiving sport. You... Not once.
Pete Rose.
Not once. Oh, they still not letting that man.
Pete Rose.
He like the OJ of baseball. How I get in trouble for stealing my own stuff?
Hey, listen. Like very, very unforgiving. And not only did he do it once, he did it twice.
Well, moving forward, if you just think that A-Rod, I mean, he's leaving the game. It's 21 seasons. That's a long time to be doing one thing.
Well paid,
There's some
too.
people that can't keep
Very
a
well
job
paid.
at Royal Farms for a month. So this man played baseball.
Passion. You gotta have passion for Royal Farms, man. You gotta have.
You got passion for that chicken, bro.
I'm about to say, you got
Hello,
passion for
Nada.
that chicken.
Hello, Nada. That's all
So
you gotta
if
say.
you can do that for that long and be the best, even performing with a substance, which I like what Byron said. I really like what you said. You still had to use the stuff and do something with it. Hey, kudos to you. I guess we'll be more deeper into this conversation as he makes his farewell trail. We'll talk about another one later, but he will be making a farewell trail as well.
He must
And it
think
will
he's
be-
the other guy.
I don't know how
He wishes
close he
he
is
was
to the other guy, but we don't see any A-Rod commercials or anything like that. I wonder are they going to, I mean, they did a Derek Jeter commercial. I wonder if they're going to do a Coke. Well, I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, we'll get there later. Anywho's, we're not going to talk about this, but I do want to give a shout out to UConn ladies. Hello. In dominating fashion, they do it again. And that's a good segue. Not segue yet, but we'll talk more basketball later. Anyways, back to this one. Nationals. NL East leading Nationals 4-1. Hometown people. Getting it done, Cravante.
Oh,
95 South ain't that bad neither.
You know I'm hype. That's the best team we got in DC right now.
And Bryce Harper.
don't forget the Capitals now.
Oh yeah. I'm so sorry, but they in a drought right now, man.
They
And
gotta
Bryce
get it done
Harper,
these
what do you
playoffs.
do to him?
NHL playoffs start
Oh,
tonight.
you pay him.
Exactly.
When it comes time, you pay this man because
Got to pay him.
you know who gonna get him.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey, look, and you know we.
let's
you
go
know
a little further up 95.
Look, you know they could use them, so you know
Hey, listen, man.
they gonna roll out the red carpet, empty the bank account, everything for him.
Yeah, blank check. But I completely forgot the Capitals are on their way up.
That's right.
But man, it's been a minute for them. That's why it's
gotta
slipped
get
my
it
Gotta
mind.
get it done this year.
It's slipped my mind. But they have to get over a hump themselves.
They do.
They got to win a playoff series.
Yeah.
But I mean, with
What's
their
up,
new
man?
with their new manager, though, I think that he can actually galvanize the troops.
Dusty
and
Baker.
actually, yeah,
Galvanize the troops.
And I think no, because I think he, their old manager. How some managers, it kind of was like the Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr
We'll
type
always
of
go
ordeal.
back to this. There will, come
I
on.
mean,
people
I'm
face
just
it.
saying.
There will always be somebody that takes what you did if you can't take it and create it and make it further and make it something else. Please don't start nothing you can't finish. Mark Jackson could not finish. They found somebody else to do the job better.
I don't know
go.
about that.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
I don't know about
wait,
that.
wait.
I don't know about
So,
that.
that
I
was
don't know
Mark
about
Jackson.
that. That was not the case. Where's the bell?
She's
Somebody
right.
hit that bell.
No,
That
no,
was
no,
not
no,
the
she's
case.
I
right.
mean,
She's
I
right.
mean
She's
it.
right.
She's right.
Steve Kerr.
I
was
mean
better.
it.
Steve Kerr is better. He's
better.
way better.
Okay, I will.
No,
I'll
no, no,
admit,
no.
They're
No,
fighting
no.
for a record that he
Don't-
built with his own
No,
team in the
I
past.
will.
Don't agree.
I will admit.
But we're not gonna. I mean,
I
the
don't agree.
Nationals.
I
Okay,
do
no,
not
I
agree.
didn't mean-
I didn't mean to
to
start
keep it
this
here.
revolution.
But a great
We'll get back.
another analogy is Doug Collins and Phil Jackson.
I mean, let's
Yeah,
let's
but
go
the-
even further. There's a whole bunch of teams in how many sports that have the playoff hump. You talk about the Nationals got to win playoffs. We still haven't seen the Cincinnati Bengals win a playoff. They had a shot, and then we go to Toronto Raptors. Will they win one? 3 different sports region teams.
Yeah.
But anyway, go back to your national.
No, but like you said, we're going to keep it on the Nationals.
keep it
And
here.
I mean, and they have the talent to do it. Now let's see with the new leadership and the regime over there, can they get over the hump? And I think yes, they can. I think
Dusty.
I think Dusty is the guy to do it. I mean,
Dusty we trust?
And he,
I don't like
and,
saying
I mean, and
Dusty.
he's
The
done.
name that throws you off.
He's done a good job. Hey, look, people with the name Dusty have done pretty well.
He's with the Cubs and the Reds. He did do a good job there. But we're seeing now in baseball, we're getting back to more managers with more experience. There was a lot of managers that was coming in without experience. You had Brad Ausmus. You had Matt Williams in D.C. These guys didn't work out.
I mean, I like
We're
that.
going back to
I like that they're
Moss
getting back to the old type of managers. I mean, the guy from the Cubs.
Mr. Madden. That was down in Tampa.
And with the Orioles, with
guy.
Buck.
I like that
So,
guy.
you know, that's what you need. Sometimes you need a little old school up in there.
Even Joe Girardi in New York's doing well.
All right, well, we got to talk about one of the biggest rivalries in baseball. The Giants and the Dodgers, one of the oldest. Thursday night, no-hitter. It was actually primetime television. That was a good game there.
WTV.
Ross Stripling was pulled with a no-hitter in progress during the 8th inning of his major league debut, and the Los Angeles Dodgers manager, Dave Roberts, pulled him, going 7 1/3 innings, then left after his 100th pitch. What happened?
No, it's not.
Say.
No, it's not football season, but he can get a not so game ball because
What happened here?
it's his guys. I mind you, don't know. A lot of people don't. Stripling had Tommy John surgery last year, so Tommy John surgery is all the craze in baseball. So this is his first start. He's 6 outs away from a no hitter, pretty much, and you take him out of the game, in a game that you have control of, shift the whole momentum. Turns out that the Giants win.
And the funny thing you say about that, guess what? You're right. They end up losing the game 3-2 in the 10th off of Brandon Crawford's home run.
In hindsight, it was the wrong move, but you can understand why the move was made for two reasons.
But wasn't that his limit?
Yeah, 100 pitches, but also it's the first start of the year. You don't want to spend your pitcher
But
first start.
play
of the
devil's
season.
advocate. How many times you gonna have a chance to throw a no hitter?
I mean, I
Yeah.
agree. Like I said, in
you
hindsight,
understand.
I mean, and that's the whole.
But I understand why he did.
That's the whole monkey in the room because I mean, you understand the manager wanting to protect his player, but like Byron was stating, how many times are you going to get a chance to throw a no hitter, especially in baseball? Because we
It
see,
doesn't
I
happen
mean,
that often.
I mean,
Soft with him or anything.
and the thing is, in baseball, we've taken for granted a lot how many times we hear about so and so hit a no hitter on this day. A couple weeks later, we hear about another pitcher throwing a no hitter. But no hitters are real. A no hitter or a perfect game are still rare. In the
especially
baseball.
perfect game. Jeez.
Seattle,
Well, guess what,
Seattle
fellas?
Seahawkish a little bit.
Well, guess what, fellas? Word on the street is they made the decision before the game.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Would it
Yeah,
been
you
the
can
first
tell.
start? I could see that.
But that was
in that
before he was on the
instance-
verge of a no-hitter, right?
In that instance, you still want to just.
The surgery was
Feel
2
like-
years ago.
Well, listen, guys. He did say he was feeling tired. You know what I'm saying? So he obviously didn't want it that bad because he would have fought for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, pitchers don't go past 100 pitches now.
Tommy John is no joke.
No, it's not.
Literally,
No, it's not.
joke.
For those of out there that don't know about it, please enlighten them.
I mean, once a pitcher gets Tommy John surgery, sometimes their career is over, especially
Yeah.
if they're over the age of 30.
But nowadays we see so many pitchers getting it. It seems like a regular thing. And some
Like an
pitchers,
ACL, like an ACL, like
yeah,
an
and
ACL.
Not
some-
just pitch,
and-
we see catchers get it too.
And I think some pitchers don't they get it like multiple times?
Yeah.
The same surgery.
And
So-
it's usually supposed to make your arm come back stronger.
yeah, but that doesn't.
You go for the
happen.
no hitter, just like you go for
You
history.
go for it.
You never might have a chance again.
Hey man, if the player didn't want it, what can you do?
Well, guess what we're gonna do?
Don't do anything great if you can't handle the congratulations that comes with it.
Well, people are going to appreciate this, and they're going to congratulate us because we're going to take a break. When we come back from a break, all NBA people, you know what we're going to talk about. I don't need to tell you. I will tell you, come back, but what else would you do? It's the Flex One. You'll be back, of course. You'll be. And we're back. I know you missed us. Of course, we're the Flex Zone. Like you would miss us. It's like missing your girl. You miss her. Anyways, the NBA. Now the NBA on this very night, this very day, involves two things that we just can't shy away from. They involve two things. Wednesday ends one era. Sees a legend walk away from the game. But it may be the true beginning. And when I say true, TRUE in all caps. It may be the true beginning of another. First, though, we got to talk about the NBA Hall of Fame. Before we get into all these implications. Bubba Chuck! That's all that mattered to me.
Oh, man.
Bubba Chuck.
Oh no, the Diesel. The Diesel's in there too.
The Diesel too. I love
The
Shaquille O'Neal.
Diesel's in there too.
Dr.
And as a
O'Neal.
Lakers fan,
I love Shaquille O'Neal. However, when
Shaq
you
got it
talk
for
about Bubba Chuck,
Kazam.
you knew Shaq was
get
going.
y'all girl, man.
Steal.
Get y'all
You
girl.
knew Shaq was going,
Shaq
but as much that surrounds Allen Iverson, for those who truly don't
The
know
big
him as
Shaq
Bubba Chuck, there was a lot of people saying if he doesn't get in, I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to.
Allen Iverson says, if for all those that hate Allen Iverson, I hope my true fans are saying to them now that they see me get in the Hall of Fame, aha.
But But question is, will he wear a suit at his speech?
He's going to be true to himself, and he's going to come in a do-rag.
I was going to say, is he going to cut his hair? He's going to cut his hair.
Yo, if my man came into the Hall of Fame speech with a white tee, a do-rag, and
He
the
ain't gonna
snap,
do that.
I just want to
I don't
practice
even
speech. I want to practice speech.
I don't even remember.
I want to practice
I don't
speech.
even remember Allen
Go.
Iverson. Did he wear a suit?
Not
draft
again,
day?
not
We
again.
talking about practice?
Yeah,
he did.
did.
I mean, him saying that reminds me of them asking, is Ken Griffey Jr. going to wear his hat backwards?
Gotta wear that
And
mask.
if he does, don't shock him. But okay, kudos to the 2016 class, which included Shaq, the Diesel, the big man, the
And
enforcer,
the Ming Dynasty.
Oh, the Ming injury.
Yao Ming,
Yeah.
Man.
It's only
and the
appropriate that
one
him and
that
Shaq are
is
going in
Bubba
together.
Chuck, AI, the answer,
The Ming injury.
whatever you choose to call him. These three men, very, very, very deserving. You have the most dominant player in the NBA, the man that put big men on the maps in the late 90s, early 2000s. There will never be. I mean, they took the big men off the ballot in the All-Star ballot. They're gone. Al Horford, that was his name earlier.
But Michael, you got to remember another thing that you're missing too. You got two people going into the Hall of Fame that literally had rules changed for them.
Exactly.
You got Iverson.
The carry.
Yeah.
Is it carry, man?
They came up with a rule for him.
Well, they showing
The
using it
Hack
today.
Shack rule came into play.
Yeah.
Like these two were that
And
great.
also-
they changed the face of
And
basketball.
also,
that
they
much.
had to make the breakaway rims
Yeah.
for Shaq as well.
Oh,
Because how many did he break?
he was
Allen-
breaking
Allen-
yeah,
suckers.
Allen Iverson. I mean, he changed the culture.
Let's talk about the cultural
Right.
aspect. You talking about
It was a dress code made because of him.
dress code? You talk
can't-
even
Well, actually, no, it
from
wasn't because of him.
the longer shorts.
What?
The
The
do-rags,
hair? The designs
Why
in
does
his
Carmelo
clothes?
Anthony wear a sleeve?
Look,
Allen Iverson.
I mean, look. I mean, you see Kobe wearing it. I mean, it's a lot of people who wear the sleeve. And Iverson,
Yeah.
I mean, was the
He
trendsetter.
was
for
And that was
trendsetter.
that
He was
baggy shorts.
trailblazer.
But he wasn't doing it for popularity. What was that? Right
was
after he
being
dislocated
himself.
his elbow,
He was
and
like,
the
yeah,
shot
this-
wasn't the same after that for a while.
'cause
Then
one
he
thing-
came back with the sleeve.
One thing about Iverson,
Killed
he went inside on everybody,
And the
including
funny
Shaq.
thing about this
Anybody, he
thing
ain't
is
kid.
Allen Iverson. You talk about is Allen Iverson going to wear a suit, but I mean, one of the main things he's done since he's left the game and since he's retired, and one of the things he's truly has wanted to stress is that his ability to just remain himself. He's doing it his way, being himself, being true to himself. And you talk about this larger-than-life character in Shaquille O'Neal and the Jabberwockies, and who could forget that, and him dancing on All-Star. And
Missed free throws.
But he made them when it counted.
He made the clutch ones.
So stop
Yeah.
being.
Hey,
just-
man,
In the Kobe Center. Don't
As
forget that.
a Laker fan, I was praying. I was pleased.
Hey, they
Shaq.
went
all
down.
I
You
need,
should have been.
all
They
I
went
need
down.
was one out of
He's
two.
on the line.
At least you see within him that he at least was trying to get in the gym and work on something that never was workable.
No, he was in the gym eating those
He would
cheeseburgers.
start making
He had
streaks
one
of
in
them.
his
He would
house.
go 5 straight and hit 5 straight. DeAndre Jordan, do you even know what the free throw line is?
I just wish Shaq would have worked with Rick Barry back in the day and just.
I mean, Shaq,
You know,
and the
did
thing
the
is,
overhand-
and
the
didn't
underhand
Shaq have
free
a bad
throws.
eye? According to Mad TV, like, I mean,
According to Mark's,
Hold on,
what's
I
his
gotta
name?
do it.
Ari Spears.
Tracking the Super Lakers.
no wonder he probably couldn't. no
one
wonder he couldn't
eye
make
looking
no
at
free
the
throws.
crowd,
quick-
the other eyes looking
Quick
at
note
the
on the
basket.
Hall of Fame. We can't forget Tom, H to the Izzo, and my girl, Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah,
Getting
they
it
all
done.
deserve
Oh.
for real.
Michael,
Tom-
Cheryl
Tom-
Swoops.
Tom-
Tommy Heights.
No,
now.
when you
Slap
talk
He's
it up.
about
the originator.
I love me some Cheryl Swoops,
Houston
man.
Thompson.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Cheryl
Houston Thompson. Tina Thompson with that lipstick, girl. Shout out to you.
Oh my
But
god.
Every game.
nah,
Tommy Heights well deserved.
look,
Every game.
but
That
I
as
mean,
well.
There's one Hall of Famer though, who I do got a question.
Who's that?
and that's Yao Ming.
No, you don't.
No,
you
No,
don't.
you cannot question him.
International big guy came
can't
over
question him.
to
China
kinda sorta
voted
give
for him in that
Shaq-
All-Star game all them years now.
Exactly.
Tried to
China
get,
voted
he was
for
supposed
him.
to give Shaq
He was
some
an
type
international
of
superstar.
competition.
Dre.
I
It's Dre.
got a question.
Dre, no.
No?
I'm gonna tell you.
Remember,
It's,
it's the
it's called the
Basketball Hall of Fame
Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame.
Not the college.
Before he came to the NBA, he was an international superstar. That's
So
why
they
I
still
said
gotta-
no.
they
Dre,
still gotta go through
before
one
they
more
broke
thing
it down
then, right?
like that,
What
I
you
was
mean?
I was with
So
you.
they
I'm
made
with
the
you
Basketball
100%.
Hall of Fame.
But-
No. There is no NBA
International,
Hall of
you
Fame.
get
The Basketball
including
Hall
all
of
that,
Fame is
cool.
just the Hall of
Hold
Fame.
Hold
He
on,
was a
hold on,
sensation over
hold
on
on.
the other side.
Hold on.
Yao Ming's
I
stat
read the
coming your
averages
way.
last week.
And they weren't that great.
He averaged 19, 9.2 rebounds, and what was that? What was the blocks? It was
man, you
2
over
blocks.
And
He was shaking
and
his
a
head.
career full of injuries. The NBA career
The
full of
man-
injuries.
But he only
Injury.
exactly.
Why
But
is
if
he
he
not-
didn't get hurt, he would have definitely been
So
Hall
is
of
he
Fame.
in the
Hey,
Hall
if
of
he
Fame?
didn't get
He is
hurt,
a Hall
we
of
don't know
Famer.
that.
And the
Come
thing
on.
He's a Hall of
is,
Famer.
and the thing is, when
Yes,
I
he's a
think
Hall of
about
Famer,
Yao,
thank you.
when I think about Yao Ming, I think about when him and T Mac teamed together, and if they could have just maybe been healthy together, I think T Mac could have got over
Okay,
the
so
hump
was
and
it Shaq
actually
and
won.
T-Mac.
Could've been.
Won a
Could've been.
T-Bag. I mean,
you know,
T-Bag.
There
You
was
be respectful.
Good old T-back.
Okay,
Don't mean a
well,
thing if it ain't got that ring.
If that's the
You
case,
must have watched
if you're
Jump,
gonna
didn't you?
revisit, if you're gonna
Wrong as I
revisit
don't know what, man.
T-Mac and
T-Mac.
if you're gonna revisit
Hey,
T-Mac, settle
Speaking
down,
of eyes.
settle down, fellas, settle down.
Hey,
Wait.
I want to use a certain
If
word,
you're
but I'm not
gonna-
going to do it.
If you're gonna revisit, hold on, let me get back in center here. If you're gonna be revisit T-Mac and Yao Ming and what they could have should have did, there's supposed to be this documentary coming out soon. This 30 for 30, new 30 for 30, about Shaq coming to the Magic. Shaq makes a statement that I see in the previews that him and Anthony Hardaway,
Penny.
him and Penny,
AKA
were
Penny.
Blue
Co-
chip.
Kobe
Shaq
and
and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe before they were Shaq and
Absolutely,
Kobe.
absolutely.
However, shoulda, coulda, woulda, did it. Blah.
A lot of ifs.
I mean, I know we're saying ifs, but I mean, when I
Because
think
could Penny ever amount to?
when I think about
Absolutely.
the when I
Didn't
think
hurt
about
the
the
ankle.
Rockets.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
When I think about the Rockets, I think about Game 7 when T Mac could have finally gotten over the hump, and it just didn't happen for him. And we're talking about when we talk about the Hall of Fame. There's something. I mean, I mean, this is a sports show, and we've seen enough, stats, other sports shows, and what's one of the things they always say? They say if you have to question it, then is this person really a Hall of Famer?
Is it
You
more
have
of
to
a
think about it. And when you throw out the name Yao Ming, everybody in here
It
is like,
doesn't scream Hall of Fame.
Is it a
to me.
cultural
It doesn't
thing?
scream Hall of
Is it
Fame.
because of the impact
does
that
to
he
me.
had coming from somewhere else? Because he was a big, huge guy. They expected him to give Shaq competition. He comes in.
That shit
he's a-
dominated his behind every time.
Not all the
That's
time.
all the
Not
that's
all the time.
That's a
He
lot.
blocked
Not all
him.
the
What?
time. I
I
mean,
Not
saw.
all the time.
No, but
So
but-
it's not because of the stats.
That's
What
the
he
seven
meant
Shaq
for
one.
coming
come on,
into
Ty.
the game.
That's
But Ty,
absolutely what
all
it
right,
is. That's
all right,
why he's in
Ty,
the Hall of
If
Fame.
me and you were playing, all right, and I may get one. All right, yeah, you know, yeah, you know,
right.
I
Good job,
got
Jay.
one on you. Yeah,
Right.
all right, yeah.
Okay,
That's
you're
how
having a bro moment over here?
I'm
How
about to say,
Yao
'cause
Ming
it-
was.
Anyway,
Right.
yes,
got one.
that's why he's
So
in the Hall of
it's
Fame.
just what he
Expecting the
brought
Ming
to the
injury.
newness of the NBA at that time. This whole
Exactly.
big man thing.
That's why
okay,
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it on. And when I talk about this guy was one of the best wingmen for the best player ever to play the game, Michael Jordan. But yet, I don't know where his mouth goes willy-nilly. I don't know if he lose the marbles in it. And you gotta love Scottie Pippen.
It's the shoes, baby. It's
I don't
the
know
shoes.
if it was all that time. And
Hold your foot up, Cavante.
Nah.
he spent some time.
Hold it up, baby.
He spent some time in the desert, right?
No, he missing that Gumby haircut.
He
That's what
spent
it
some
is.
time in the desert. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
that Gumby, though.
Okay, I want to take you in a timeline of Scottie Pippen comments. Let's start in 2011, shall we? LeBron James may be the greatest player to ever play the game. That stirred up some controversy.
that was
Seeing as
whack.
though you played with Michael Jordan. Let's stir it up even more. He waited 4 years before he gave us something else dumb. I was LeBron James before LeBron James. Remember that
Yeah,
one,
like,
correct? Remember that one? Well,
Gotta
I
be
don't-
quiet.
I think we still don't know what he meant by that.
I mean, he is right though. He was a sidekick before LeBron's a sidekick.
Oh
But-
boy!
Okay.
Oh boy!
And yet, the guy that never ceases to amaze us waits another. He only waited a year this time to give us something. He says, dun dun dun, the 95-96 Bulls will sweep this series in a hypothetical series against the two teams, which he was talking about Golden State. I don't think we take the night off. He goes on to say, I think my size and length would bother Curry a little bit. He declared that he could, which I didn't understand because I don't think you would be guarding Steph Curry. He declared that he could limit Curry to fewer than 20 points. The banter is normal. I understand. When somebody's coming for your record, you're going to say everything you got to say about him. However, at some point, when does the banter become petty? And Scottie Pippen, where the hell do you come from, bro?
I mean, he is one of the
Listen, no.
players.
He doesn't have to come from anywhere. He's a Hall of Famer. He can come in and say whatever he wants. He can say whatever. Exactly.
Yeah.
But now, Scotty, with these last comments, I agree with you, except for one portion. You guys would not have swept the Warriors. In any era. I don't think you would have swept them in any era. But they would have beaten them.
Would he even been guarding Steph Curry? He would have been guarding like a
No. Scotty.
And actually,
assignment is the
brought that.
guard their best player.
Yeah, he the guard.
Somebody posed a question to me on Facebook today. I like when my friends think I know sports.
You giggling over there?
They comment. They send me questions.
It's a nerdy moment there.
Mikal, if the game was on the line, other team had the ball, the guy from the other team has the ball, what guy would you want him guarding him? Now, I think I'm seeing where this question is coming from now. Shout out to Marcus. Anyway, would you want Kobe guarding him, Scotty to guard him, LeBron to guard him? Kobe, Mike, or LeBron were the choices. I said LeBron is better in transition. I mean, how many times has he ran up on guys and just came out of nowhere and blocked their shot and they thought it was about to be a layup? I think I personally said Scotty might give up the shot. But Mike or Kobe, they dying before they letting you get that shot. And if you do get the shot, it was a hard shot to make.
Man, Michael.
I give you the question.
I don't think so. Scotty. I'm going with Scotty.
I think the round table's going to go with Scotty.
I'm going with Scotty.
I mean, it's
Scotty.
hard.
Mike
Can't
to
go
guard him.
wrong with either person because it's going to be hard. I mean, Jordan was a good defender. Kobe was a good defender.
Give me Mike.
You know, and the thing is, they wanted that assignment of having the hardest assignment
the rules
that
were
night.
different then too.
But if you go,
it was a lot more physical. Though.
Oh yes,
but,
it
I mean,
was.
But
like
if you're going,
they cry about now,
yeah. But if you're going to look at overall, then yeah, I'm a roll with Scotty too. He's bigger. You know,
it's good you said that because we're in having this type of conversation and having this kind of question. You're talking about the difference of an eras, so it's kind of unfair to even map some type of quote like this out, Scotty, when there's two different eras that you're representing. Talk about. I mean, you talk about the different levels of what a foul is now. I mean,
hand checking.
If anybody do we remember those Knicks Heat series?
I do.
Yeah, it was warm.
It was gut checking every play.
It was Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning on one side, Allen Houston, Latrell. Oh my God!
Really? Larry Johnson, Mark Jackson.
Where are you, Allen Houston?
He's out there
In a wheelchair. I mean,
What's wrong with you, man?
Oh no!
Where do you come from with
Oh
this?
my God!
I gotta say it,
And I
man.
thought I
Wall
was-
forward.
I've never seen him walk on two legs since he got drafted.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
The one thing he
I
did
saw
very
that.
well was he took all the Knicks money. That's what he did.
I mean, they
Very
should
well.
have paid him. They owed him all that
Shout
money.
out to Allen Houston.
who was the one?
The
dude?
silent
The,
assassin, as I like to use. The
Latrell
light-skinned
Sprewell?
Latrell
silent
Sprewell.
assassin. You think
Oh,
look at you over there
Latrell.
going
Oh,
against
I
one of your
can't feed my
light-skinned
kids.
compadres.
Oh, I can't feed my kids,
That was
dude.
in
Well, I tell
Minnesota.
you, Allen
kids
Houston, he
eating
definitely did.
I told you, everybody's biting off the
Didn't he have his
Latrell
own rim?
Sprewell contract
bro.
signing.
He had a bowl
Hey,
and everything.
Hey,
another
listen.
one, Amari Stoudemire.
Fox Sports 1340
Amari
AM
Stoudemire is
Hopewell.
probably-
I want you to give me a contract so
Well,
I
who
can
robbed
tell
the
you that I'm
Knicks
going to feed my kids.
Can I say
And I
something,
want
though?
you to tell me how I look.
Between
Oh,
Houston and
Amari
Amari
Stoudemire.
Stoudemire, I swear they robbed New York.
Actually, Amari played well.
Amari
actually.
played well
He played
for
very
him.
well.
Yeah,
Very
for
well.
sure.
Okay,
Very well.
So
They
did
bought.
Allen
You know what?
Houston.
You know
So
what made
did
it
Allen
hurt?
Houston.
They bought in Carmelo. That's what killed it.
That-
But that's
that-
another story.
That's another
Anyway,
story.
though.
Bing, bing,
That's
bing.
right.
Anyway.
That's
Ding, ding, with a
bing,
bell.
bing. That's-
Ding,
There
ding,
is no
ding,
bell.
ding.
Back,
Ding, ding,
That's
back
bing,
to
bing.
the
I just- I
back to the
disagree.
Scotty comments.
Anyways, go. Let's keep it
I
moving.
actually might be the only person, but I actually think the Warriors have a shot against the Bulls.
I
I
think-
say that because the Warriors actually are one of the best defensive teams in the league. Draymond Green is the most versatile player we may have ever seen. And let's not forget, everyone was talking about just Steph Curry. Klay Thompson is, Steph's probably the greatest shooter, but Klay Thompson's 1A. He's just as good. We've seen him go for 30 in a quarter. And let's be real, Michael Jordan, he would have a fun time trying to guard Steph, and so would Scottie Pippen. So, in whatever area you
Can
want
I
to say.
talk about you?
But no, I just got one question.
What?
Which rules are you using?
NBA 2K16.
And I have to ask you, let's elaborate a little bit on Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson kind of gets lost in the sauce and all this, but he really truly is dangerous.
And he can defend it.
However, what I want to ask, Jimmy Butler. Everybody came out the blue talking about just look at how much Jimmy Butler's evolved. Who's evolved more and couldn't take it? Jimmy Butler or Klay Thompson?
Klay.
What was the question?
Who's evolved more, Jimmy Butler or Klay Thompson?
Klay.
I would say Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler?
I would
Really?
say Jimmy Butler because Klay Thompson really hasn't gone up or down in the past couple of years. But Jimmy Butler has really come into his own as a scorer.
He's been hurt.
And he's had to be.
He just got hurt.
He's had to fill that role because
been
Derrick
hurt.
Rose.
For like
injuries.
I think
Right. 2
I
months.
think
You
Klay,
not know Derrick Rose enough.
Klay
Like
Thompson
he plays
was a little bit erratic. Now he's more.
And I've seen Klay Thompson disappear in a lot of Warrior games. It was Jimmy Butler or bust in
What are you
Chicago.
about to
To
say
put a
now?
cap on it, Jimmy Butler playing so good, they want to trade him.
And that's what the
You know how
Bulls
Chicago
do.
do.
That's
Chicago
what
weird
Bulls
with
do.
it
And the
anyway.
Bulls
And I
be
found it
sitting
so
home.
funny that
Bulls
Tom,
do it
I
different.
found it so funny they had Tom Thibodeau. I think he was on SportsCenter.
Oh, he was on there.
talking about the Bulls in the 95, the 96,
Just like-
95, 96 Bulls, and talking about the state of the Bulls now.
Just like Jim
'cause
Harbaugh
you
with the 49ers.
need 'em. Anywho,
All-time mistake.
I want to say this though. We talk about the greats. Isaiah Thomas had something to say about Steph Curry. Oscar said something about him. We've even had, now Scotty's chimed in. They've had either something to say about the Warriors as a whole, or they've had something to say about Steph Curry. I understand as a older person within the league, a legend, you can say what you want to say. Kavon's even said, you can say what you want to say. I mean, you have the right. However, at some point, you're downing the evolution of what the league is now, and there's some little boy out there that's working on their shot to be Steph Curry that you're discouraging. However, why can't they leave Golden State alone? The greats always have something like, is it ever enough? It's not enough. Is the chip going to be enough? for
I
everybody
hate
this year?
comparing errors. I think it's
Are
not
they
right.
really this child that you that you just put out
That's
there
the children.
that's working on this shot trying to be like Steph Curry? Do they know about Scottie Pippen? I don't think they would put that much thought into it.
I mean, but this is what I'm saying. If this is a difference of an era. I mean, like you say, it's a difference of an era. I mean, the perimeter is not, the guarding perimeter is not the same as it is now. Yes, I mean, Steph Curry is not this shooter. He's not the best shooter. He's not this guy. But, okay, they may not know who Scottie Pippen is. However, there is
guarantee they don't.
There is
Or
somebody
Oscar
out
Robertson.
there. There is somebody
Especially
out there
not
that's
Oscar
idolizing Steph Curry. And hey, if these comments are made and they do their research or whatever the case may be, at some point you're downsizing what the league is now to make what you used to be still relevant. Like, I get it, but it seems like it buys into this whole Golden State thing. Like, enough is never enough. Well,
it's
if they
about to
win
be.
if they win the chip, Curry gets MVP and gets Finals MVP.
He did.
Is that enough?
No,
to,
because
is
they'll
that
still
enough to
hate.
settle the score?
They'll still hate because they wish they were them.
Well, you just tell them kiss the rings, baby.
Well,
Because
I
they about to
would-
have the greatest
Like
record
Bill
ever.
Belichick,
I wouldn't say kiss the rings because of Scotty got 6 of them. So
Yeah, right. Michael's coattails.
yeah,
But,
yeah,
you know,
I mean,
Rodney
got
Pippen
Superman
was
ever.
the second. Who's the second best player on the Chicago Bulls?
Charlotte Bulls.
Chicago.
Chicago Bulls.
I don't know. It just sounds like I'm sorry.
But we saw, listen.
I asked you a
He
question.
ride Michael coattails because when Scottie Pippen was the man, we saw what happened.
Like I said,
I mean,
who was the
Didn't
best? Who was the
Kobe
second
call-
best player?
wait,
Who was the
time
second best player on the Chicago Bulls?
If we replay that whole Kobe
Who's the Hall of
to
Famer?
Shaq,
Who's the 50 greatest player?
Wait,
When you playing with Michael Jordan, I'll be the second best player too.
hey, come on. If we retract that whole Kobe to Shaq down 10 against Portland, didn't Kobe cross Scotty? That was the first one he crossed, right?
How old was Scotty then?
Right.
Come
Stop.
on
Stop.
How old was he?
But he went
Stop.
to the
Was he
Blazers
like
to win the
38?
chip, right?
Stop.
39?
No, he went there
Or he
because
was thought-
Chicago didn't want him anymore.
And Houston didn't want him.
Right.
I mean,
he was on a
they made
downslide.
it-
Anyway,
wait, was
anyway-
it the Western Conference? One?
Anyway, we all have that uncle or grandfather that always tell you we work X amount of
Back
miles
in
to go
our
to school.
day.
Every time you talk to them, the miles get longer
what-
and longer,
and what
and they
do
just
you
get
wanna
mad that
say
you
that-
riding the bus and we had to walk to school.
And you
That's
should
all it
say,
is.
Which is my
shut
point,
up.
is
Just
that they're
shut up.
jealous.
Just shut it up.
Because they want to
It's
be
not,
them.
It's not that they're jealous. It's that
They are.
They're jealous.
They wish they was young enough to be them. Now.
No, they wish they had better circumstances.
Right.
Not Scotty.
Shut it up.
Scotty got
and like,
six.
and like
Scotty-
And
Magic.
I'm not gonna apologize because I'm able to get on the bus, bro. Get
Oh
on the back,
no, you
get
should.
the back rows
And
up.
you know what you tell them?
Okay.
Okay,
And
Okay,
keep
Granddad.
in a
Leave
back
that
row.
alone.
Okay, Uncle Rob.
Anyways, keeping
Okay,
this moving
that's all you
forward.
can say, Uncle, and we out.
Golden
Tell us another
State
story, Papa.
tonight.
Right.
Tonight, they face the depleted Memphis Grizzlies
Oh, they're gonna beat them like a
at
drum.
home.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna beat them like
I'm
a
not
drum.
going to say
It's
all
gonna
that.
It's gonna be over the
It's gonna
first
be
5
bad.
minutes.
It's going to be a contest.
Oh no,
It's
it's gonna
gonna
be.
be
It's going to be a
It's
contest.
gonna be a
but they-
contest, all right.
Go.
They're going to give them some go.
I say this with the Grizz
Not
getting
gonna lay
beat
down.
down by the Clippers tonight.
They're gonna get beat like a drum.
We'll see in the first 10 minutes.
Hey,
of
we
the
might
game
see
all
some.
night.
Might see an old friend, Mr. Hammer, because they're gonna get beat like a drum.
Oh no!
They're gonna be like a drum band.
I ain't seen Hammer
so you
since
saying-
the NFL.
Oh, no.
I want to bring him back. Bring him back.
So you telling me Vince is going to go off tomorrow night?
No, I'm telling you, Steph, he's going to go for that 400 threes.
Put his
Vince-
arm in the rim again.
Vince
he
go
put his
on.
arm in the rim.
Vince can't even get up there like he used
It's
to.
going to
man.
be broken if he puts it in the rim.
Yeah, Marcus All gonna be on
On
the
the
bench.
other
taking it.
half of legacies and
Beat him like a drum.
histories, Kobe Bryant will say goodbye tonight.
Yes, he will.
You all right over there? You waiting for something, man?
I feel like we should have some real
And
dramatic
this Los
music.
Angeles
this
Lakers
authentic-
number,
You know what would be
Also-
apropos here? The Undertaker theme music, because
Wait a
it's
minute.
time to kill
Wait
it.
a minute.
Time to kill it. Time to kill it.
Wait a minute.
Time to
No,
kill
man.
it.
Wait a minute.
Can I ask
Come
you a
on.
question? Why do you treat Kobe
Yes.
as if he's like?
No, because his time
He's
is
like-
over.
But at
We
the
know
same,
that. We get
at
that.
some point,
We get it.
but you're just totally.
We get it, man.
His career's been over since 2013.
I'm with him, and I agree.
But
It's
at some
over.
agree.
We're beating a dead drum.
What I don't
I agree.
understand is at some point
It's been
you're
over
gonna.
for a couple years.
Since
Kevin
2013.
Garnett, it's been over. Paul Pierce, over.
Vince Carter is
Vince
over.
Carter,
Last
over.
And
time,
they're gonna go
last
to the
time I
sunset.
checked,
Jack Randolph.
last time I
Over.
look,
And they're
look,
gonna
last time
go
I
to
checked,
the
they wouldn't
sunset.
get paid $25 million to be the worst player on the court.
I asked
No.
why.
You want to know
I
why
mean,
he
at
got
some
paid
point
that
you're
money?
gonna-
Because the Lakers was pimping him because they knew they wasn't getting a
At
good
some
product
point,
out
you're
of
going to watch all these greats deteriorate anyway. They're going to deteriorate in front of your eyes,
Vince will leave
mentally,
for that.
physically. It shouldn't be that damn hard to watch.
Hey, look.
Kobe had, and if Kobe was not hurting, if he was even remotely halfway healthy, because Kobe 50% is 80, he would still be playing. So I don't understand.
So he
Or it
just
should have
dropped
been over.
35
You
Sunday
watch
now.
every.
And you know what?
He just dropped
You're going to
35
respect this
points
damn
Sunday.
jersey over here.
I mean, well,
and
James
stop
Harden
sliding
is
it.
playing. James Harden
What you gonna
is
do,
different.
Byron?
I could score 25
Ain't wrong.
against
What
James
are you
Harden.
laughing at, man?
Hey,
That ain't
Kobe
funny.
scoring 25 the other night was more like, good job.
I mean,
Kobe.
I think-
35.
35 points,
35.
man.
Listen.
And you're still like,
I mean, it was
When
James.
is it over?
James
I'm
Harden.
tired of it.
Tomorrow
All
night.
right, well,
Great.
Andre, I have a
End it.
request for instrumental. Just play the Undertaker theme.
No, we're
music.
not playing.
How dare you?
There has
No.
to be something.
How
But see,
dare
that's
you put the Lakers nation through this? You called your it's over at the beginning of the year. We gotta go through 82 games. How many games they
Look,
win?
look, and it's the worst Lakers team ever, record-wise.
Who told you that was going to
all
happen?
right, well, let's simmer down.
This guy.
If we're not gonna pay attention to the antics that are Lakers now. At this point in time, I
It's
know
hard not to.
I know that it's hard not to, but at this point in time, all jokes aside, not beating no dead drums, not doing anything crazy, not putting any Undertaker themes. 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 2008 MVP, 8-time All-Star, 4-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, 11-time NBA All-First Team. The bigger stat to me, 9-time All-Defensive First Team. Not like guys can do that. 2-time NBA Scoring Champion, NBA Dunk Contest champ. Shout out to LeBron. I don't know why you never joined. LA All-Time leading
Oh, he
scorer.
can't handle Kobe. LeBron would have handled Kobe.
All-time leading scorer of LA in Los Angeles. Third-time all-time leading scorer. Carmelo and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar only ahead of him, and he passed the great one. That is Michael Jordan. Let's just leave it at that.
Look, I mean,
I just want to hear y'all final words on
It is
Kobe. I
over.
actually want to hear what y'all had to say.
Man,
I'll be quiet.
You don't.
Oh, you will?
There's
Yes,
something
I'm
within.
done. I
Finally.
said what I had to say.
Don't trust.
And
I'm done.
I don't trust him, and I'm not even going to allow you to do that.
I just want to hear what
We're
y'all
going
had
to
to say.
stop here. We're going to let that be
Beautiful.
beautiful.
and let it end on a beautiful note. However,
Play the gong. Play the gong.
Stop
However,
it.
Mike Smith made a good comment. I hope he said he should wear number 8 the first half, number 24 the second half.
That would be high.
Hey, you
And
know
he
what?
can-
You know
and
what?
he can jack up as many shots he
That
wants.
would
Because
be
I
pretty,
want.
that'd be pretty cool.
For the Lakers, you want
everybody
that.
that's on the Lakers team was young enough to actually watch him. Of course,
Watch
what they gonna
number
tell him?
8.
Stop.
Man.
What they gonna tell him? Stop shooting Kobe.
stop.
I actually do got a few
But in
words.
all
Absolutely.
seriousness, I do want to see the Lakers get as many ping pong balls as possible because they deserve a Ben Simmons. Or, for DeMar's sake, Buddy Hield.
Nah, screw Buddy. But
And
anyway.
that's exactly why
We
we're not
didn't-
going to...
Or even Diamond Stone.
No, screw him.
I don't believe it,
I
Ben.
got a
Y'all can
couple
have
nice
nice
words
words.
for
No,
Kobe.
we're
Y'all
not
be-
gonna-
Well, it would only help to the Hollywood
Not even a
aspect.
couple?
My man Dre
I
wants
don't
Ben
want your
Simmons. Let
words.
him get
Hey,
Ben
you're gonna be
Simmons.
Not gonna be on
disappointed.
next week.
I don't
You
want
are
your
gonna be
words.
disappointed.
I don't want your words. I don't want you to say any words because I don't
He's
want
going to the
anybody
NBA
to
'cause
mess
he
up
has
those
to.
words.
I'm not gonna mess him up.
Because now, because
Yeah.
I
I got the
Really does.
jersey on.
I
baby.
might. I mean,
He's not-
it's a-
I wanted to hear what you had to say, Mikal. You
You
probably the
don't
most
wanna-
Kobe
you don't
fanatic I know, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I just want to hear what you had
No,
to say. But
I don't want to. Because as soon as I say that, it's going to get quiet in the room, and you're going to say something.
I wasn't.
And
I
then
have
mess
one
the
question
situation
for
up.
all you true Laker
And I just
fans.
want to hold.
I just said I want to see the Lakers
Hold
get a
on.
top 3
I want to
pick.
say some things.
I just want to hold on.
The NBA is better when the Lakers are better, but this
You go to
past
the-
2-3
fine, you
years
go to the-
has been an atrocity.
You go through the.
Yeah,
picture
we know
this-
Jim Buss need to be fired after this game.
I
Okay,
agree.
you go through the picture.
He need to be
this
fired
game.
today.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Roger the floor.
All seriousness, I'm glad I was able
See
to.
how long this lasts.
It's not gonna last that long. In all seriousness, I'm glad to see this man. I'm glad I was able to, be born to watch Kobe. Because I didn't get a chance to actually see Michael Jordan in his prime, but just watching Kobe and all his greatness, it was wonderful to watch you for 20 years, man. God bless you, man, and I hope you have a great career after basketball. That's it. That's all I have to say.
That's right. Join Shaq on Inside the NBA. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, let's see a live.
Anybody else? Please. Anybody else? Andre.
I mean,
See, look at how that sounds. I'm not going.
We
Moving
didn't
on.
interrupt. We're not interrupting nobody. Who's next?
Anybody else? Let's just drag and wag and fly on.
I was just going to say, I mean, we've seen El Capitan, we've seen Peyton, we've seen Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning ain't in the same sentence as that. Go ahead.
You talking about me and Byron?
Exactly. I'm chilling.
You know what?
you know how I feel
All
about
legends
Peyton
got to
Manning.
go sometime, and this is how we're going to end the show.
That's how we
Anyways,
oh my God!
if you want our teaser, and I thought of this teaser. No, we're not going to do nothing. I thought of this teaser on my own. Well, I didn't really think of it on my own. I got it from First Take. But hey, we love them. We cherish them.
Stephen A., we love you.
They went on Battle
right.
today, Battle Royal today. Who had the better
Oh,
career?
yeah, Jeter and
Derek Jeter or Kobe Bryant?
Come on now.
Next week. Not this week. Next week.
They Jeter, Kobe Bryant,
We
what,
were
better
discussing.
career?
I agree with Skip.
Not this week. Not
Next
this week.
week.
Shut up.
Of course not this week.
Next week. That is your teaser. You have a lot of time to think about it before next Wednesday.
That's good.
Well, they both
You
got
said
something
you
in
didn't have a
common.
teaser, my brother.
Hey,
I
hey,
figured
don't
I'd
you
be
They both got
proactive.
something in common.
Don't you do it.
They gone. Get him out of here. Get him in the wheelchair. Get him in retirement home.
Stop it. You stop it.
I wish we
Hey.
could mute their mics and please end this.
Derek
show.
I was
Jeter
getting the
walked
world-
out of the
Look,
walked out of baseball.
He played that last year, but it was like he wasn't there anyway. He was already in retirement because I didn't see
Jay,
him.
go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish.
One signing or order.
At least Kobe give you 35 some
I
nights.
wish I-
Derek Jeter wasn't even there all year.
Inside of
Stop
me, I
it.
want to fight. But
Go ahead and finish, Dre. All kidding. So
we didn't. In this whole thing, we
Kids don't want
didn't.
his autograph
In this whole thing, we didn't even talk about the Spurs. But whatever.
41-1.
They'll be
Home
gone
record.
too.
The playoffs
Anywho's,
are important.
They'll be gone too. We want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. And then if you want to hear anything about how I actually feel about Kobe, you can just go to my personal pages because eventually I'll say something. Anyways, we want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. Don't forget to like us on our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope at The Flex Zone 1. If you have any, what the heck is so funny? I will figure that out after this show wraps. I don't even know if I even care. Anyways, if you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, you can always send us an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Flex Zone, to hear this show again. Listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and on iTunes. Tonight's show is executively produced by andre-melton. Our senior producer is Crevante here, and our associate producer is Moi. Hey, guess what? Next month, we got a special of all specials. You know, you guys have your WrestleMania specials, but be tuned in for a promo like no other, because there's a show in May. You may not know it yet.
Oh, it's in May?
It's coming soon, and it will be a great one.
So
Teaser.
okay.
Just keep your mind open. Keep your mind open.
Oh, don't
Keep
worry.
your mind and your ears open. Just keep your mind
Oh,
open.
don't worry, it's open.
Anyways,
Keep going, D.
we would like to thank our social media team, Milton, Rochelle, Sophia, Ty. Ty's been on tonight with us as a guest. Thank you, my good man. We also want to thank Dwayne. We got to thank Brian, the H, the Waters, Hugh, Scott. Hugh's here. The team that's always the team that keeps us all in check. And, you know, as I said every week, I don't care what I'm going to say, it's mine. I'm McKellen. Kevin McKellen. The show's over, people. It's done.
Kobe Bryant, he goes.
In the show.